The AllMadeUp podcast is brought to you by airdrop.ai, the tool that allows you to generate passive income through using airdrops.
Airdrops?
No, airdrops.
But what are airdrops, Harry?
Airdrops are free incentives from cryptocurrencies which reward you for using and interacting with their application.
Right, so you're telling me I can set up a new revenue stream today?
Exactly that. If you go to airdrop.ai and sign up to the whitelist, you'll get invited to the private beta.
Well, I better go and do that.
And so should you at airdrop.ai. Sign up, make some money.
Do you know where Lewis is?
Yeah, he's probably signing up. At airdrop.ai.
It's all made up again. Yeah. It's all made up again. It's all made up again. It's all made up again. Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the All Made Up podcast with me, Lewis Coleman. The show where each week a fantastic guest joins us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before. Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we'll find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin. It's all made up. Probably the best that intro has ever been done. As you can probably tell, Harry and Ben aren't involved in this intro, hence why you are just listening to my lovely northern rhythmic tones. Well, the reason why that is because we were supposed to be releasing Joe McGrath's episode this week. However, there was a technical glitch, which means his will be coming next week. Therefore, the intro that we was going to record for George Zacharopoulos' episode has had to be brought forward and done by just me. So I'm going to keep it brief. I'm just going to say that George Zach was a fantastic guest, extremely funny, has toured all over the world as a comedian, went on a trip to Dubai with Harry to perform stand-up comedy, and I think this is an absolute banger of an episode. I think it's funny, I think it's engaging, I think it's educational. I think this intro, once again, I'm going to repeat myself, is probably the best it has ever been done. So yeah, if you do feel like that yourself, please leave a comment in the comments or just reach out to us online. I am sure they will be more than happy to know that I am the best at this pod, whether that be admin, editing, production, filmmaking, all that sort of stuff. What happens is, you probably already know this, the listeners and viewers who are with us each and every week, but my shoulders are sore. My shoulders get sore. And, why are they sore, Lewis? It's from carrying the podcast. You know what I mean? Ben is always just 30, 40, 50 minutes late each week, and Harry just turns up when he pleases. You know what I mean? Like, he's here every week, but mentally, is he actually here? Is he thinking about the next trip he's going on? Is he thinking about that next gig? I don't know. I do know. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't even want praise. That's the thing. I don't even want recognition. I just want this pod to be the best that it can be for you guys. And yeah, I just like every time I get into this studio and I cross that white line, there's no white line there, but every time I come into that studio, this studio, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking, how do we make the most out of these episodes? And what time is it now? I think it's 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock, something like that. France versus Austria's on. I'd love to be watching that, but you know what? I've come here. I am exhausted from a personal training session that I did earlier on. I got back home. I got on couch. Willie, my cat, got on top of me, and I thought, you know what? Life's good. I'm just ready for chill out. And then before you know it, Ben's in my ear. Oh, but there's got to be consistency amongst the episodes. If we don't release it on time, then obviously it's going to affect the algorithm. And Harry is going, we'll just release it on Thursday. It's not going to be a problem, because he obviously has this laid-back approach, and this podcast means nothing to him. You know what I mean? He's got the comedy. He's got the good looks. He's got the spectacles. He's got the slick-back hair. He doesn't need this. As much as he says he doesn't need it. And he just treats it a bit like, I don't know, like a little, what would you describe it as? Just treats it like a little game. You know what I mean? But to me, I haven't put the hours in. It's a second job for me. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. This is a fantastic, fantastic episode with George Zacharopoulos. You'll also see Harry trying to spell that and Ben trying to pronounce it. So yeah, I'm just going to get us into it. I'm just going to get us into this next episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, subscribe. It makes a massive difference. It makes a huge difference. And if you're listening, keep following the pod. Keep downloading. Keep writing into us. Keep telling us how good it is. Please keep giving us the 5-star reviews because that's happening, helping us out a lot. But yeah, also, I'm going to say it again. We're at the Edinburgh Fringe for pretty much all of August. 2nd to the 12th with the pod, 2nd to the 26th with the Killer Comedy Show that we're doing, and Harry is obviously performing his Grenade Show at Underbelly. I think that's back end of July. I think his first preview's on the 30th of July, and that runs to the or 31st. We'll figure that out, and that runs to the 26th of August. Massive, massive event. So if you're in Edinburgh, come and join. If not, we'd love your support. So yeah, I'm getting us into it. This is All Made Up with George Zacharopoulos. Enjoy.
It's all made up, baby.
How are you doing, George?
Yeah, I'm all made up to be here. Which I'm pretty sure it's not the first time you've heard that phrase from guests.
Do you know what? It is.
Is it?
We've not had anyone say they're all made up to be here. But
Really?
Yeah.
No one said that?
No one said that.
No way.
Yeah,
You're
this
the most-
is episode probably 58 or 59.
And the
no one-
foreigner said it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Shows that manners are
Yeah,
much better outside
I'm
the UK,
just-
yeah.
Yeah, but maybe they just hated being here.
yeah.
Maybe they had it in Arsenal, they just never used it.
Yeah, I'm all cut up to be on your podcast.
It's still early, though. You could still hate it by the end.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I was thinking when this gets released, do I have to put George Zach or George Zacharopoulos?
What do you prefer?
I know you as George Zach, but obviously I want to be true to your name. But Zacharopoulos.
Who's Zacharopoulos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
put
many
it on
letters is in
Zacharopoulos.
that?
I like
Oh, God,
Zacharopoulos.
He is so dyslexic, so I would love to watch him try and spell
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you know what? Spell it now. Spell it now.
Yes,
Go on.
spell a name.
Go on. Say
Spell a name.
it. Say it as you're writing it.
Saying as I'm right.
You've written
Zed.
Stephen.
It must start with a Z.
I know the mistake is going. How about you write it down and I'll tell you how you've written it.
Okay.
All right, go on.
It's going to be...
Zacharopoulos.
Yeah, mine's going to have like a hashtag in it, mate, right? It's gonna be, by the time you look at it, it's going to be Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we're getting cancelled after reading that. Yeah.
Z-A-C, Zachar.
Yeah, so don't tell us what you're saying.
Right.
And once you've spelt it,
You're going to fucking laugh at me here.
George is going to say
That's the whole point. That's it.
how you. The thing is, you said, I bet you can tell how he spelt it, and I guarantee that it's going to look nothing like how you think it is because his spelling
Yeah,
is.
still funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very funny.
Right.
And we never take the mick
Okay.
out of him for his dyslexia at all. So.
Right.
What I love is that
I've spelled it this way.
No,
Okay.
go on. You tell me how he spelled
Okay,
it.
I think he's gone. Z-A-C-H.
No.
C-K?
C-A.
C?
Z-A-C-A.
C-A.
Yeah.
You missed the H. Okay, all right, that's good. See,
I cannot wait for you to read that. That is
you know what? I give up. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
So, were you the teacher?
Yeah, but mate, I was shit at spelling. You know what I mean? It was never that. It was when the kids ask me for things. I'd be like,
Zach Octopus.
Z-A-C-A-R-O-P-O-L-O-U-S.
No. He's gone Z-A-C-A-R-O-P-E-R-L-U-S.
yeah. That's
You know what I like? I like the fact that he wrote it down one way and then he deleted very much the ending. and then he corrected it with a much worse spelling.
yeah. Well, in my head, I
This
thought.
one is like Zacharopoulos Prime. By the way, that should be a title of a show one day. Zacharopoulos Prime.
That could be the title of today's show after we've written the story.
I'll be honest. I was happy.
But,
Lewis,
but you nailed George.
he wrote that.
He wrote George.
That's what I was going to say. I was happy that he did that bit. I was like, whoa. I went to school with a lad who was called George, and he spelled it Jorge.
Yeah, that's like is that not the Spanish way of that? It's like
Jorge.
Yeah.
Also Portuguese as well.
All right, okay.
Yeah, George Mendes, the super agent.
But it's Yoros, isn't it?
Yorgos, yeah.
Yeah.
In Greek, yeah.
George Michaels, he was Greek, wasn't
Yeah, he was Greek.
Naming great people.
Yes, Greek Cypriot.
he? Oh, even worse.
Yeah. the subspecies of Greek that no one talks about.
That's the wedding I'm going to. Is a Greek Cypriot wedding.
Greek Cypriot.
Yeah.
Is it?
Wow.
It's a
Yeah.
Greek
Peter Andre
Cypriot.
was Greek Cypriot, wasn't
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
he? Yeah. I've got news. Right, okay, this is not relevant to you, but it's relevant to countries, right? So basically, we've been getting downloads all over for this, right? And we've had Argentina has been like our number 2 country for like a while.
Number 2 for like in the list of anything.
Downloads.
Downloads.
Number of downloads.
Of what?
Downloads of the pod.
Downloads
Of the
this pod,
podcast.
yeah.
On the podcast. All right, I don't know.
Right,
what you,
so I was, and we spoke about it yesterday, and obviously yesterday, the episode we were speaking about, it went out, right? And the lad in question got in touch with me.
Were you?
An Argentinian?
Yeah, you know, well, he's not Argentinian. He's, I think he's a Scouser. Who,
Oh, of course, got in touch with him. Always using our podcast to further his socials.
Yeah.
Well, he messaged me directly.
Go on.
He said, just so you know, mate, all these downloads in Buenos Aires, he said he's not the locals. He said, I'm over here learning Spanish for a bit, and he's like travelling around and whatnot. That's sound fella, but if you
How
listen,
many downloads are in Buenos Aires? Just one per episode, right?
no, he's downloaded them all. And then there's been like a little splinter group in Argentina as well. So I don't know if he's passed it on to some local lad, but I said, if you travel in the South Continent, mate, spread the word.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Chile, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Or download a different podcast app and then download it again.
Yeah.
The download that we got in Benidorm as well. Like,
Yeah.
we had one download from Spain, and it was Benidorm.
Yeah, of
I just
course,
thought,
yeah.
unreal.
So what countries are you been listening to?
So
We've got listeners in Greece.
Greece.
you?
Yeah, we've got
We'll have
Greece.
more after you.
Athens, wasn't it? Athens.
We're,
when I
we're really strong in France.
yeah,
Las Vegas, we've got a regular listener.
You have a regular listener in Las Vegas?
our regular listener.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and then Boardman
Nice.
in, I think it's Colorado. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, listener. You probably get in contact with Harry, not me.
Shout out Colorado.
And then where else? We had one in. We were trying to hit China, but we realised with VPN issues we might not be able to physically hit them.
Uh-huh.
Well, you yourself, George, you're from Greece, and
Yeah.
when did you come to the UK doing comedy and stuff like that?
Oh, he's not done with the fucking.
I'll give you a list.
Countries.
Yeah, I'll give you the list.
Oh right, yeah, all right.
I'm very
We've had-
interested.
We've had Russia.
Oh, we've had a lot.
I'll go through. I'll get the list if you want.
Yeah,
There's-
that's what I mean. It's like it can go on for ages.
We've
This.
had Southeast Asia, Australia.
Australia.
The only place we've not really had yet is Beijing, and that's the one we're wanting.
Beijing.
I think we'll.
Yeah.
But, you know, for all you know, it could be like thousands and thousands of listeners in Beijing
Yeah.
who just redirect themselves via Colorado
Yeah, that's
and Buenos
right.
Aires.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that.
Yeah.
There's an underground network of
Yeah,
podcast
maybe there's just a bunch of
distribution.
Chinese people pretending they're in Argentina.
Yeah, just passing around a QR code, being like, scan that, and find the truth.
Are you ready?
Scan that.
Life is all made up. It's not planned.
Scan that. Harry's grenade shells on it as well.
Only a fiver. Yeah, so United Kingdom, United States, Australia, France, Belgium, Singapore, Ireland, Argentina, Canada, Italy, Netherlands, Germany, India, United Arab Emirates, Switzerland, Barbados, Mexico, Spain, Greece, Portugal, Russia, Tanzania, Brazil,
That is a
Estonia.
hell of a group stage.
Yeah, I feel
Tanzania!
yeah, 10 points.
Yeah.
Tanzania. He was pushing it in Tanzania because he went Tanzania, didn't you? About how long
the
is that
same
now?
year we did
We had Nepal as well.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did Dubai with
Yeah,
you
yeah.
at the start of the year, and then was
Yeah.
in Kilimanjaro.
That's where I met with Harry.
Yeah, yeah.
Dubai.
Well, that's what I wanted to find out about.
Yeah.
I wanted to find out a little bit about you and the comedy. And did
Yeah.
you start off in Greece and come
So
here, or
was
how
in
did it
Greece, as a young upstart.
Right.
When I finished school, I came to study in England, university in Newcastle.
Right. Okay.
I came here 3 days after 9/11.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
Very tense flight.
yeah.
For your complexion, for sure.
It was the safest time to fly. And then came here, and then was studying and stuff, and then I just didn't want to go back because you had to do national service when you go to Greece,
Yeah. Of course.
and
Yeah.
Which is coming this way
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Very
Next
excited
time,
for you. Very excited. And then if the Tories come in, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And then I started doing comedy in 2010.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
George is chummy with Sophie Willen and Johnny Pelham.
Oh right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know them?
I just the work like
Yeah.
bloody. I've forgotten everything now that you
Yeah,
just said the name.
Sophie Willen.
Yeah, Sophie Willen. No, the show that she did.
Alma.
Alma.
Alma's Not Normal. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's master now.
Yeah. I went and watched Johnny Pelham's show. He was at the Fringe last year as well. I went and watched
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
think
Was
the-
he?
What's that?
Was he good?
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was good.
Come on now.
What did you go and watch?
I've seen the show.
Did you see the show?
It's okay.
Hey, we might let him come on here one day. Yeah.
Well, the one last year was about
It was about how
Live at the Apollo affected.
yeah.
I watched the show that. Yeah, he
You
did.
saw the show before that, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Off
I saw the
Limits.
show before that.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
it twice or 3 times.
yeah.
Good show.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
But better than the second show.
That's his 4th or 5th that you just seen.
But I mean, as in like better than.
The follow-up show. The follow-up show was good. I'm just messing because he's a friend. Yeah. But the follow-up show was really good. But it was like it was kind of in vacuum if you haven't seen like the first show.
The original.
Yeah.
Like it's like watching the sequel without having seen the original.
Yeah.
I got that impression because he was in was it the bunker? Not the bunker. Oh,
Yeah.
it was upstairs.
It was upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was roasting when I went, and it was packed. I only got in on like the Pleasant Pass thing because it was the free seat. Managed to get in, and I think you could tell that some of the material that it was doing, because of like the subject matter, people didn't really know about the backstory. So
Yeah.
there was a bit like, what's going on here? Like,
It's a-
can we laugh? Can we not laugh?
If you don't know the story, Johnny was hilariously molested as a child by a pedophile. And
That is true.
Did,
That is-
and,
that is-
and did a very funny show about being the victim of a pedophile. We all enjoyed it. And now he's there.
I
Own
watched
it.
him
Own
do
it.
it, and I was people in the room tensing up, and he was like, "It's taken me a year to get this show funny." And
Yeah.
it is funny. So laugh and relax.
Yeah.
And I think it's a prime example of like comedy plus tragedy equals time. No, tragedy plus
Tragedy plus time.
equals comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
But I've not seen the follow up to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's about the follow-up is they made him go at the Love of the Apollo. Instead of doing his club set, they asked him to talk about the thing.
Yeah, because they wanted to sort of rally behind it as
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going to promote.
Yeah.
And then it was just a
talking.
man on stage, no context, talking about being molested as a child.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit as hard.
I was going to say, what was his experience when he did it? Has he shared that with you?
He said, yeah. It was a good set, but he just felt like
Out
it wasn't
context.
appropriate for the Apollo. Like people
Yeah.
just didn't know what the fuck. And also it was his dream doing the Apollo, and then doing the Apollo
Yeah.
material he didn't really want to do. Kind of like fucked him up.
Yeah,
and then
imagine.
the show was about that.
Yeah.
The follow-up show. So anyway, yeah, Johnny. Who would know pedophilia is funny?
But going back to you, George. So obviously you came to the UK, went to Newcastle,
Yeah.
doing it, and that's where you started doing the stand-up in Newcastle.
That's how I met Johnny.
That's how you met Johnny.
Because pretty much the same generation.
Right.
Maybe he was like a year or two behind me. And then did the comedy in Newcastle until 2021.
Right.
And then, I was traveling. But then with COVID and stuff,
Yeah.
I was away. And then I just found myself getting involved with a group of European comedians. And in 2021, I put my stuff in storage, left Newcastle. And I was without any house. I was homeless for like a year and a half. But like loving it.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I did like 17 countries in like 18 months. And then it was like great. And then during my travels, I met a girl in Manchester. And she, we got on great. And she was like, you need to come and live in Manchester with me? I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So now I live in Manchester.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And you two, so Harry and George, you both met in Dubai on a comedy sort of
there's a
trip, wasn't
What's
it?
it called? The Laughter Factory.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. It's like a tour of shows you do out there, and it's been going for years, hasn't it? But I think when we did it, it was the first time I'd done it. You'd done it a few times, hadn't you?
January 2023.
Yeah, and then you did it before that, didn't you?
Yeah, second time or third time I had done it. I
Yeah,
think.
and it was first time doing it for me. So it was first time playing to expats, which was interesting. But I had a great time. 5 shows, 10 days in Dubai, all paid for.
You two best buds while you were out there.
Yeah, loving it, mate. Went to
Yeah.
a water park together.
Yeah.
You got both out together,
Yeah.
rubbing
We're-
cream on each other's
we're
backs.
moving
And
in.
that.
And other people. That's how
When, I
well we
said, when I
got
said I
on.
met a girl in Newcastle, in Manchester, I actually meant Harry.
But,
I'm not out yet. Sorry, man.
one of my favourite memories about Dubai was the hotels. Obviously, we stayed in the buffets. It's like 5-star hotels, right? So your buffets are 5-star buffets. Like individual puddings. There's 30 of them, but they all look like little pieces of art.
Yeah.
Right. And I watched you get like a sample of every pudding. Have one mouthful and be like, I'm done. Hey, it was unreal.
I put on, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I put on in those 10 days, I put on 5 kilos or 6 kilos, which is like nearly a stone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't been able to lose it since. And I think partially to blame was the fact I was having 3 creme brulees per sitting.
Yeah.
How good is creme brulee though?
Yeah.
It's top
so
tier,
good
isn't it?
When it's unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's good as well though, like when you get an ice, oh my god, top
Yeah.
tier dessert.
I was having so much creme brulee that him and the other comic noticed. They're like, he just said it. Like,
Yeah, it's a
so
problem.
then I would go to the counter. I don't know if you know this. I would go to the counter and have 2 creme brulees at the counter,
Yeah.
and leave the ramekins behind, and only take 1 with me to avoid the judgmental looks.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I didn't help.
Just
What size? What circumference? How big are we talking? The dish?
They
Is
were
it
like proper reasonable ramekins, like
like
that
a
big.
goo. Like a goo
like a
pudding.
goo pot? Yeah.
Like a
right.
goop, like a goop, yeah. But,
Yeah.
but you know, like it was unlimited,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unlimited goo.
Well, every bit of dessert you have, you're technically getting paid more. You're getting more for your money.
Yeah.
Do you remember the fucking boat party we got invited on?
So good.
This was mental, right? So the night we were performing, there was the first night. There was a group of South African people on the front row.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've got that bit about the Alexa. So I was doing that bit, and at the end, they said, "Oh, like you you and George want to come on a boat party tomorrow?" And we were like, yeah, thinking, we've had a few drinks, like nothing of this, right? I've never been on a fucking yacht in my life like that, right? So the next day in Dubai, we walked down to this marina at 12 o'clock, right? And there's massive boats everywhere, people walking around, and we're in like swim trunks and all that, right? And
You got a creme brulee.
we brought a bottle of your vodka, didn't we? From
Yeah.
Duty free.
Yeah, I always bring a duty-free bottle
Yeah.
of vodka because I don't want to be paying like Dubai prices for booze.
So
Yeah,
we get on to this this jetty, right? And we are the first people to arrive at this yacht, right? Not even the captain's there, mate, right? So it's like, is this our one, right? Like we've been invited to a friend's party.
Yeah.
Get on the yacht, and people start arriving from the night before. And they were really lovely people.
Yeah.
But I anticipated it would be literally the people from the night before. To my knowledge, it was like 3 people having a joint birthday party.
It was
And
huge.
Yeah, they'd all rented out this. It's like a 60-foot yacht. You know what I mean? It's a
Right.
massive yacht, 2-tier.
But they pay like $70 each.
Right. Okay.
And then-
and you got it as a freebie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
You're winning, aren't you?
Yeah, so we get on this yacht, and they pull out. It's the only day in Dubai where it absolutely pissed it down.
Oh.
It was the worst weather ever.
But we're on this boat getting absolutely smashed, and we did a bottle of vodka between us, and had to gig that evening. And I remember, was it the next day? It was that evening. I can't.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
But he suffered.
Yeah.
Harry suffered.
I was just sweating and sweating
Yeah.
and sweating.
Not me.
Yeah, it was mad.
I was about to say, just speaking of boat parties, so this is a story. So I went to Dubrovnik when I was like 19 with my mate who I met working at EE, right? And we go to Dubrovnik together because we've got like a week off work. We're like, let's just book something. We go away. We're walking down like wherever, and there's we're doing a boat party. Do you want to get on it? And we're like, all right, boat party. That sounds good. Is there going to be booze on there? Yeah, there'll be booze on there. There'll be booze on there. And Jack, who I went with, he was like a big drinker. And he was like, there's going to be booze on there, isn't there? They're like, yeah, there'll be booze on there. Like, don't worry about it. So we pay for it, get on the boat, start sailing out. And like, Jack's like twitching a little bit as if it's like, when's the booze coming? Yeah. No booze on the boat. They just pretty much just got us on it.
You've been
So
missed
it's
boat
just
party.
a romantic boat ride at 19.
Yeah.
You and Jack, the
The
boys.
lads pulling
the
in
lads.
crabs.
Yeah, well, this is it. So there's about 20 on this boat, right? And we're sort of like sailing around the little islands in Croatia. And like, obviously, we're getting a bit twitchy. I'm not that bad of big of a drinker, but Jack, like, big drinker.
You're a seaman.
And then we're obviously going across, and he's like, oh, do you want a drink? And they're like, oh, it's orange juice. And he's like, right, okay. We get to an island, and he just lets loose because there's booze on the island, what we're going to. Gets absolutely hammered, and they're like, oh, do you want to jump off the top of the boat? Do you want to jump off the top of the boat? He goes, too right. Gets on top of the boat, jumps into water, but there were no ladders, and he's pissed now.
Yeah.
And he goes for climb up these rocks that get out of the water, and it's covered in sea urchins. I'm watching from the boat, just this white body fucking getting pricked to death, driving at scale, and everyone on board just looking at him going, oh my God.
The British are here.
It was unreal.
How did they take over a third of the world? Yeah.
I love that mentality. Like, it's a very British thing. Here you are on a beautiful little boat trip
It was
around
lovely.
the Croatian islands, enjoying the Mediterranean, and you're thinking, this is fucking shit. Where is the booze? If they don't give me any booze, they can fuck off. Everyone else going, this is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, sea urchins all over him. Yeah, we were bad in that.
I had a similar thing in Amsterdam where we booked a boat trip and we assumed it was like a party boat.
Yeah.
So we had like glasses on, they were like light up glasses.
Yeah.
And like I was wearing like I was expecting it to be like a rave. So I was wearing like really bright clothes and we arrived and it was just a tour of Amsterdam. So me and my mate were sat at the back of this boat.
Yeah. And they're like,
With like essentially flashing
they're
lights.
going, to your left, that's Anne Frank's house. You're like,
So that's the same day that my mate he had a space cake and he was like, I need to go to hospital.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we were like, I can't take you to hospital in Amsterdam for overdosing on weed, Colin.
his name was Colin.
Yeah.
So I was just about to say, just before we sort of get into the actual story thing, I wanted to ask, you've gigged all over the world pretty much now by this point. How do you find gigging to like audiences in different countries? Like, is it more difficult? Would you say it's the same as gigging in England? What would like?
I enjoy doing Barcelona more than I enjoy doing Bolton.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And no disrespect
Yeah.
to Bolton, but even Bolton people can appreciate where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember doing a gig in Bolton at the stadium. The
Reebok or
the
Tough Sheet.
Reebok Arena. And there was in this little conference room, and I was hosting, and Justin Morehouse was on first. And I do this, I'm hosting whatever, and then I just remember people just staring. And then Justin Morehouse went on, and he said, this looks like it's a town council meeting.
Right, yeah.
When you've all gathered to vote the immigrants out.
Right, yeah.
And just staring at George. So sometimes, but no, like Britain is fun to gig in. But there's something more, there's something really fun about going, okay, I'm in Barcelona. The reason I enjoy Barcelona and big cities more is because there's more likely to have a diverse crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes you go, so I'm doing Lisbon on this weekend coming. And like when I play in Lisbon, it will be for people who speak English. So who will come there? It will be Europeans or anyone who works in Lisbon, not necessarily Portuguese people, who've made international friends. They all speak English to each other and they're looking for something to do on a Sunday night.
Right.
And they'll come to the show.
Yeah.
So when I do the show, it will be Italians, Romanians, Greeks. Hopefully not. There will be like, Americans, Brits. So it's more of and if you speak a second language, then inevitably you got some form of education.
Yeah.
So whoever you're playing to is people who have studied the second language, they speak it, and they live abroad, maybe in the IT industry, and they come to the show, and they're just vibing in a different country in the 20s and 30s, just having fun.
Yeah.
So the crowds are like, in Europe, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I love them. London is fun for the same reason. Manchester is really fun for the same reason. Like Liverpool, all the big cities. Like I think I love that the most when I do that, because then you can just, I don't know. Like it seems like my crowd.
Yeah.
But
it's cool.
I've also done gigs in like I was in Blackpool last weekend. It was fun. It was a good show.
Yeah. But that's good. It's good that you played that many rooms, because when you were in Dubai, you murdered. You were great.
Yeah.
But it's being able to play any room, but in any country.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I can do that now.
Yeah.
Like I can do even I go to Australia every year, and then like I'm going to Czech Republic in November. It's my third time going. In Europe, there's a little bit more like Wild West because it's just starting. So there's a little bit more rogue promoters. I've done a completely failed tour. I went to Amsterdam. I went to Ibiza with two of my friends on tour, and then had to cancel the shows. And we had brought a videographer with us. We paid that person 1,400 euros because we thought we were going to kill it in Ibiza and get amazing footage. And then we had the guy following us around for 3 days, documenting our failure. And let me tell you something, it's quite hard.
Yeah.
When all three of you all the who are friends hate each other, hate all the choices you've made. You're just arguing. And there's also a camera recording the whole thing.
Did it get released?
No, they're working on the footage now because there's some good footage, but it was like a nightmare to her.
Yeah.
It's live and learn. But in Britain, there's also wild experiences in Britain. Did I tell you what happened to me at the Bobby Murdoch gig?
No, go on.
This is classic northwest, the north, not just northwest, because Newcastle is north also.
Which one was it?
So it was the cricket club in
Worsley. Worsley.
I don't know which one, but it's on the way from Manchester to Blackpool.
Right.
So he was booking this cricket club, the Stand Cricket Club.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, shout out to Stand Cricket Club. They all hate me there. So I do a gig at the Comedy Store in Manchester, and I'm closing Blackpool, and on the way I'm doing the gig for Bobby Murdoch, right? And my girl is driving me, so we are going to Manchester, to Blackpool. We stop at the stand, we go in, and they're doing end of season cricket youth team awards. And they have all called a comedy show as well. And I'm supposed to go on stage 8:15. No, 8:15 the show starts. 8:30 I'm on stage. 8:50 I'm supposed to be off stage, or 9 o'clock, so I can make it to Blackpool by 10.
Yeah, of course.
That is the idea.
Yeah.
So I need to be out of there by 9.
Yeah.
The latest. So I go there, and at 8:15 they begin the awards. Now there's 25 people in the room, and 30 people, some of the youth team, 18-year-olds, and they're all spread around, many old people. And, they're doing the awards, the speeches. No one has public speaking experiences. And they're talking to their friends. It's a bit shit, but it's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Cute
cool,
shit,
yeah.
It's rubbish, but it's, they're all friends.
Yeah.
They know each other. And they're awarding the kids, the youth team. It's all cute. But I'm like, fuck this. I have a show to go to. It's 8:15. And then 8:20, 8:25. And I turn to the host. And I'm like, how long do you think, not the awards, the comedy host, how long do you think before it starts? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, look, when you go on stage, you have to do 5 minutes. Then I'll do 20, and I have to be out here by 9, which means if it goes to 22, I can't do the show.
Yeah.
Because it's running 25 minutes late. And he went, fair enough. So I'm sitting there.
Fair enough.
So I'm sitting there. And then the MC, or the host of the comedy show, decides to jump in the middle of the awards and goes, right guys, I know we're all having fun now, but is it possible that we just put a little stop at the awards and all start the comedy show, and then we'll resume after the first act? What's happening is, if we don't start the show right now, the first comedian who's on is threatening to leave.
Threatening to leave.
So everybody, it gets worse. Everybody gets up. And they go to the corner of the room where they put the chairs there and the little stage, right? And I know this is bad vibes, right? And then I turn to the middle spot, a guy called Charlie. And
Is it Charlie Lewis?
Huh?
Charlie Lewis?
Charlie Lewis, yeah.
Nice lad.
Very nice guy, right? And I told Charlie, and I'm like, this is the worst start to any show I've experienced in a long time.
I reckon you're going to get
Good luck turning this around. And then I hear, ka-tonk! And then the lights go off. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I turn around, and when there's the stage area, it's dark, pitch black. But the lights are shining in the ceiling. And I realized what's happened is the light fixture, as there's the mobile lights, when it's the double lights, it has fallen off the hinge. And when I look, my eyes adjust to the darkness, an old lady, and she's fucking 70, is clutching her head in the front row. She's shaking like this, and the young man next to her is going, Nan, are you okay?
You're like, I need to get up the
Dude,
stage.
the light has fallen on her fucking head. On her head. It's a heavy fixture. It's 25 kilos, whatever. It's a heavy fixture.
Yeah.
And she's understandably, this woman is sobbing, right? But because she's northern, she can't go. She goes, yeah, don't mind me. Just start the show.
Wow.
Classic northern resolve. And I'm like, do not start the show. What the fuck? She's going to be bleeding from her head, right? And as I'm thinking, this is horrific. At the same time, I'm thinking, well, I'm never going to make the show now. This is going to take another fucking 10 minutes, right? So I'm there stressing out because there's people waiting for me in Blackpool. So I don't know what to do. And as she's like, going, come on, man, let's go to the back for some first aid. As she goes to the back, this old man, this motherfucker is like 80 years old. This short old man, grey hair, stands up and he goes, it's your fault, that, isn't it? I'm like, what? Me? He goes, it's your fault? I'm like, how is it my fault? He goes, you've rushed us to start the show, and now look at her, she's bleeding. I'm like, I'm like, well, the thing is, I can't, like, his logic is fucked.
Yeah.
But also he's angry, he's concerned about his friends. And I can't just start saying you're wrong because I will look like I don't give a fuck about this old lady, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't see how this is my fault, to be honest. Like, this is a light fixture failure.
Yeah.
This is not, I understand you're upset, but this is not me. He goes, no, you rushed us. You could have just waited for 10 minutes, but you couldn't, didn't you? Because you're fucking special. And I'm like, oh my God, this is... And he goes, it's your fault. Like, and he sits down, and then I turn to Charlie, and I'm like, I think I'm going.
So you didn't inform?
He goes, I think I'm going. And he goes, yeah, I think you should go. So I put my jacket on, and I unplugged my phone because I was charging it on the plug. And then put the jacket on. The guy stands up again. He goes, where are you going? Now, bear in mind, everybody sat in the performance. All the audience are there. And I'm behind them. And he goes, where are you going? I'm like, well, I'm leaving, aren't I? And he goes, well, you called all this fuss, and now you're leaving.
Oh, my God.
And I said, sir, with all due respect, there's not enough goodwill in the universe for me to be funny tonight.
Yeah.
You have accused me of being the reason this woman is bleeding. How the world am I going to entertain you? Yeah, I'm leaving. This is impossible for me to play now. And he went, fine. Fuck off then.
Oh, my God.
And I leave, and I'm like, I might get fucking lynched here.
So note to self, don't do that gig again.
And I leave, and then I go to my girlfriend, and she goes, you're here early. I'm like, out of all the gigs for you not to watch, that was one that you really missed out on.
Yeah.
I would have used you.
Fucking hell,
Well, that was a story in itself.
Yeah.
And speaking of stories,
Yeah.
let's make one of our own.
All right, yes.
Yeah,
let's start.
so let's get into it. So this is going to be All Made Up with George Zacharopoulos. Have I said that right?
Yes, nailed
Yeah,
it.
See? There we go.
Just a little bit.
Right, let's get cracking then. So, George, welcome to the All Made Up podcast again. Hi.
Very much made up to be here.
Again. Two for two.
Yeah.
So,
Get out a towel.
you are in the writer's room with us. You are going to be our lead writer for today's story. We're going to be your assistant, just helping you out along the way. In front of you, you'll see 3 pots. One green, one yellow, one red.
Yeah.
Green one's going to start our story. Red one's going to end it. And the yellow ones are like little curveballs, swerve balls in between to send the story in a different direction. But before we jump into them, we're going to build a character. Yeah. What would you like today's character to be called, George? What's the name of the character?
Should we do an ancient Greek name?
Yeah.
Let's do Aristotle.
Aristotle.
Right, so
Aristotle.
we've got Aristotle, right?
First name Harry, second name Stotle.
Aristotle.
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 Aristotle is a much funnier name. Let's go with Aristotle.
Aristotle.
Like
And
he's Greek, but he's grown up in Manchester.
Right.
how old is Harry?
He's just turned 18.
Okay.
Okay. And
For the purposes of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And just is this set 2024? What year we're going? Totally up to you.
We can adjust a year.
Yeah, I'd say right from what you know as well. Because sometimes people say, remember...
You put people off you.
No,
you
no,
do.
no,
You
people
do
off.
this. You put like you instill fear in people.
I don't want 13th century Japan again.
So yeah, what year would you like it to be?
Let's put it pre-internet. So maybe 1997.
Right. Okay. So we're in '97.
When the music was good.
Yeah, fuck me.
Oasis are in power.
Arsenal's won the title.
That's right. They had the entice kicking off.
I was 3.
I was 5.
Yeah, but the music was good.
Yeah,
music was very good.
Great.
It wasn't
Yeah.
based on me and Harry.
What? So we're saying it's '97. What was like a top song in '97? Do we think? What was like the most popular song in '97?
97?
Yeah.
Could it be like a Spice Girl song?
Spice Girls. Yeah.
Yeah, Spice Girls.
Wannabe.
If you want to be, right, okay. Yeah,
Well,
just a bit of context for the listener. What else? What sort of clothes we were wearing in 97? The button-up tracky bottoms?
Yeah.
Actually, similar clothes to people wear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 90s are back, baby.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So we're in the 90s. We've got 18-year-old Harry Stotle.
Like LS, you know.
LS, yeah.
LS, yeah.
Kappa as
Yeah.
well. They were
Yeah.
quite big back then.
Popping, my boss said to me the other day, I was speaking to my boss.
Killers.
She went, apparently, poppers are back. and she meant the trousers. And I was like, do you know what you're talking about? Because
Poppers never left my world.
And what does Harry do?
Like, is he a student? What does he do for a job?
You got
It's his gap year.
Nice.
gap year in 97. That's pre-gap year. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like- But he's on his gap year at the start of it, or is he doing his gap year in Manchester? Like, what's he?
It'd be very sad to have gap year if it's halfway through and you're in Manchester.
yeah.
So let's just say he's finished school and he's about to embark. It's July. It's pretty much like we're in July.
Yeah.
And he's about July 97. School has finished.
Yeah.
He's about to go traveling in September, and now he's working in a bar, saving up some money before he goes.
Right, cool.
Nice.
Oh, cool. So the aim is for him to go on this gap year. So he's working in a bar in Manchester,
Yeah.
going,
And
traveling,
also loving the sesh.
loving the sesh.
Loving
Right,
it.
okay.
Loving it.
Yeah, right. And
Loving it.
what is there anywhere in particular he wants to travel to, or is it
He wants to chase the sun around the world.
right?
Yes, nice.
So let's say he does like, the season like in Greece and Mediterranean.
Yeah.
As soon as October kicks in, he goes to the Canary Islands. And then when it's like November to like February, he goes South America and Australia.
Unbelievable tan, just like getting.
Yeah, he
your-
wants to-
Yeah.
He wants to work. Yeah, he wants to like. It's the skin cancer tour.
Right, okay.
Nice.
Okay, so he's chasing the sun, and what would you say that his dream in life is? What would you say that he wants more than anything else? So obviously he wants to go travelling, but
Triple digits in body count.
right,
Oh,
okay,
right,
so
right.
so he's after
But he's not very good looking.
No.
right, okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he needs to
Never stopped me.
he needs to like acquire life experiences to be cool enough to hit the to
Right.
you
Okay.
know.
Maybe he's seeing this gap year as it will give me unbelievable chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the year of the game.
Yeah. He's gonna go and search for his Riz.
Yeah.
That's
He's
his
looking
plan.
for
Also,
Riz.
He's interesting, isn't he? He's like actually interesting. If you're in a different country, you're already an interesting person in the room, aren't you? Because
yeah, I get what you mean.
something
Yeah,
unique about you. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
already the conversation.
Yeah,
is
you
there.
like that those guys in Love Actually
Yeah.
that go to America and they have an English accent.
Yeah.
I imagine in my head he looks like Jay from The Inbetweeners. You know what I mean? That's the image I have. This
what image do you have of him? What does he look like? If you were putting the clothes on him, what's he wearing? What's his hairstyle? Is he gelling his hair into a spike at the front? Is it one of them where it's
Yeah.
the curtains, like because it's late 90s?
Does he look like-
You haven't imagined the possibility of him being black, have you?
I haven't.
No.
Yeah,
no,
well,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, no,
It's very problematic.
Yeah.
Very problematic.
Yeah.
But you
Well-
know what? Let's not make him black.
What image?
let's not go there. I'm just raising the issue
Yeah,
here.
it's like a trap. it's like a. No, don't do that. Yeah.
Let's make him Chinese.
Okay.
Okay.
His dad is English. His dad is what's Stotle? Slovakian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom Chinese.
You know,
Grew up in Beijing.
Okay. Yeah. That's a blend.
Yeah.
yeah. And he's trying to gain chat and personality, but he seems pretty interesting so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know
He's
what I
interesting,
mean?
but Chinese people, difficult. They're very a notoriously ruthless nation.
Ruthless nation.
Ruthless.
Ruthless. We said ruthless.
No, ruthless.
I feel like ruthless would be less offensive. Yeah. As a nation, no charisma.
I think
So they have Riz in China,
Yeah.
but they come to
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
He's got loads of Riz.
Yeah.
He's got Riz.
He has.
yeah.
Jackie
Rush
Chan
Hour.
has Riz, but he's what he done to get Riz. He's worked on martial arts and become a Hollywood movie star.
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked at it. He worked at it.
Yeah.
And that's what Harry's looking into too.
Right, okay. So we've got Chinese Harry Stotle, who is now going across chasing the sun
Yeah.
to gain Riz.
Imagine a travel show meets Rush Hour. This is what I've got for this story. This
Right.
is the image I have in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so
Nice.
very 90s Rush Hour.
Nice.
Very 90s.
And we can take this person anywhere. We can do so many things with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right, so I think we've got a nice amount of flesh on the character's bones here. So now I reckon
Which is what he's looking for.
yeah, exactly. So in the green,
That's where he's going wrong. What are you looking for in a girl? Flesh. What?
I got some flesh on my bones.
Harry, don't say that. Just say
But
like.
he's Chinese.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the lingo yet. Just flesh on the bones is what they say back in home.
yeah, what do you want in a girl? Flesh should be nice. Flesh should be nice.
Flesh on a bone.
Yeah, flesh on a bone. So if you pick up one of the green ones, George, and where there is a blank, say the word Harry Stotle. Say the name Harry Stotle.
Harry Stotle took up a side hustle for some passive income.
Perfect.
Right, that fits. So, right, so Harry Stotle took up a side hustle for passive income. Right, okay. And before we jump into that, let's pick the ending. So if you pick up one of the red ones, George, this is going to be where the story ends.
Yeah, that's red. Yeah.
15 pints was not the answer.
15 pints was not the answer.
This is great.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great.
Okay, so just so you got an idea, we've got about half an hour to get from A to B there. The last line is that red line, is what we're going to work towards.
Okay.
So a side hustle, okay? So maybe, and we can offer suggestions, you're the head writer, you can veto stuff, but I reckon then this side hustle is obviously going to be used to fund this trip. Yeah?
100%.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you thinking in terms of a bit of entrepreneurship that is he providing like unbelievable Slovakian Chinese cuisine? You know what I mean? Doing like street food.
So just to clarify a time frame as well, is this just before he's embarked on his travel, or is this when he's arrived at his first country and he's like, I need some income to support myself here?
Yeah, because it could be a holiday rep. That could be a passive income thing. Like,
But that's passive income is when you don't work at it, right?
Yeah.
All of you, you know, I know you got carried away, the writers, but guys, this is an income where you don't have to. This is I think.
You know what was big in the late 90s? Ringtones.
Ringtones were big in the late 90s.
Ringtones.
Yeah.
So that's
Sending
a
them and
passive
selling them, wasn't it?
That is very good.
So do you remember how you used to have to code ringtones? So maybe he's good at coding the ringtones and he sells them and sends them on.
I think he's just made one real successful one. He's making loads of money off it.
What do you
could be
think?
his passive income.
Can you maybe make up the ringtone for me?
You've got a text.
Yeah.
But it'd be, they didn't actually do
ringtone.
in
No, the ring has to be
97.
an 8-bit ringtone.
Yeah.
So it has to be like
How long's that?
No, it's like just a tune.
Like
like a tune.
Okay.
Can you repeat that, please? Okay.
Right, okay.
You're going to get it.
Can we sell that now?
It's like text 106 on Jamster for. What are you doing? You getting that? You
record it.
I just want to see if we can record
We got
that.
those.
Yeah. So, Ben, let's just see if we can record this.
Okay, I'm going
Right.
to turn off in a minute. Look at me doing this.
So, right, let's see if this works.
For the listener, Lewis is just.
Is
recorded
that
this.
is that playing out? That
It was my voices.
1 second. Let's just go back. I just want to see if this works.
See, microphone.
If it hasn't, this must sound mad. For they're listening, going, "Am I blacking out?" Like, yeah.
It's not. There we go. It's like recorded it, but it's not playing it. But at least you've got it nailed down there now, right? So we've got the tune. So he's sending that to people on his trip and getting people to pay for it, or what? How is he?
I think it's maybe his early days of like mobile phones. Like you uploaded it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. You ring, you send a text and you get that ringtone.
Okay.
Right.
So that's how he's getting his money then, right?
It's a bit of money.
Yeah.
Not a lot. It's not hugely it's not hugely successful.
No.
Just enough, you know.
How much is it to download?
It's 50p.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of money back then.
Well, people used to pay 10p a text. That was
That's what I mean. Yeah, 50p back then. That's a fair bit of dough.
She was at 20p. 20p.
No, I think 50p.
Well, it depends on how many people buy it as well, doesn't it? So
Say 20p.
right, so it's 20p, and
I done my market research. Harry would be no fool. He would have his own market research.
Yeah.
You don't want to undercut everybody else.
right. Okay, so that's his way of making passive income. Yeah,
Yeah.
Doing the ringtone. So let's say that is. After Manchester, where is his first flight to? Where is he starting off on his travels?
Where do you come from?
He goes to Greece. Let's go to Greece.
Right, okay, so he travels.
Asking then.
And whereabouts in Greece? Where's the airport in Greece?
He goes.
Loads.
Just,
Well,
Where's the main one?
There's only one airport.
In this story, it's late 90s.
That is so. I thought you were taking a piss.
How big is it?
It's fucking loads.
Well, give me one.
That was one at the end. 97. There's no airports
Yeah.
in Greece actually.
There's
You
only
have to go to
one.
Turkey and then take a boat.
There's one in Athens. You can't go anywhere else.
Right.
I thought you were taking a piss.
All right, so I thought it was like Micah cut off. Sorry, I was shit myself there.
No.
Right, that is fucking funny though. Where's the airport in Greece?
Oh,
right.
1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh,
Is he doing it?
Yes.
I thought you were saying that. So I'm looking at- So we need.
Nice. Nice.
right. So
Nice.
he's just received the text and he's landed in where?
And it says, "Welcome to Greece." your roaming charges.
I assume you know the one airport.
Your roaming charges are £1 per minute.
Yeah. Right. So,
So we need.
The funniest thing you've ever said. Where's the airport?
I'm a very practical guy, guys.
oh, fucking hell.
Right, okay. So he's touched down in Greece airport. And
Greece.
and where
It's not racist because I'm here.
yeah. And where is it he's going to next? Like where's his protocol? Is it the bars? Is it the clubs? Is it
He's looking. I say let's make him land in Crete, and he's looking to go to Malia.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
He's
thinking-
like classic
Yeah.
Malia. Let's get shit faced. All the bitches will be there.
does he
And that's a kind of lingo that prevents him from getting
that's-
late.
Well, that's early days rave music then, isn't it? That's like when Kevin and Perry came out.
Yeah.
That's like the early days of like.
right?
That's
Okay.
when, like, Fatboy Slim
I
came.
can't get
Faithless,
no sleep.
You record it again.
It's a vibe, guys. We're in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Right, and is he getting to Malia like taxi? Is it a taxi?
No,
or-
he's in the bus.
on the bus, right?
He's
Okay.
getting on a bus. He actually, should we make him when he goes to Malia? There's some maybe club reps over there,
Yeah.
and they go, "Hey, we're running clubs in Malia. Come join us." And he's like, "Oh, great!" He goes, "We'll give you a lift so you can."
Oh, right, okay. Join the team and we'll give you a
what?
lift there.
I can see this so clearly in my head. Like,
Yeah.
he's got off the plane, right? And he's like, bag over his shoulder, and he's looking around, and there's this like open top Jeep with just gorgeous people hanging around it. There's a guy having a cigarette, and he's like, "Welcome to Greece, man."
Yeah.
Flicks his cigarette and he goes, "We'll give you a lift."
Yeah.
So gets him in the back.
We don't
Yeah.
know the consequences of this yet.
Yeah. Little does he know, the guy smoking the cigarette is actually working for like a gang or something like that, right? So I think, they give him a lift into Malia, right?
Yeah,
And these reps, are they like seasoned reps? Are they first time reps? Are
seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like slightly older. It's 1830.
Okay.
1830 reps.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I thought you were saying it was the time. I was like, it's very specific.
Yeah. Why is this rep wearing a powdered wig? Holding a lantern.
Right, okay, so it's 18 to 30s, take him to the strip. I like the idea of them. They've arrived at the strip, and he's with the reps, and we take out one of the prompts. So one of the yellow ones there. So whatever this is, we're going to try and build it in.
The news announces that petrol is now £10 a litre.
Right. Okay. I mean, that could have been nice to know
Well,
before they just took the drive there. But
Not to shit on the Greeks, but your economy goes to pot every 2 weeks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe in Greece, it's now £10 a litre for fuel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, Greece by the time has drachmas.
Yeah.
Right, so there's no litres.
No, there's liters, of course.
Oh, right, I thought that was a measurement.
It's a metric unit of measurement.
are we all right today?
I said instead of pounds, as a currency.
I'm like, why would you not just call it litres?
At least one of us on this podcast has left the northwest of England. Just saying that.
He has drachmas, so no liters.
Yeah, but in Greece. And then like, it's litres, mate, not dollars.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Bloody hell, you
Sorry.
cultured.
Drachmas, I counted in miles.
Not right, that.
Can we just, so they found out it's £10 a litre. Can we just get a name on one of these reps?
Find out by text that it's £10 a litre, I reckon.
Text arrives, of course. So, one of the names, there's a Jack, of course.
Yeah, Jack.
There's definitely a Jack.
Yeah. Okay.
A Jack is working for. There's a Jack in every 1830s reps, and he's a lad, and he's
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Mate. I arrived in Malia like 10 years ago.
He's fun. He's good looking. He's a fuck boy.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, okay, so what we're going to do is going to role play it. So, George, you're going to play Harry Stotle, and Harry, you're going to play Jack, and it's going to be the first interaction of you two talking. Yeah. Okay?
So, mate, I run this club. It's called Jack the Lad, biggest club in Malia. I've been here 10 years.
What accent is this?
This is a rep.
I know what my accent was.
Yeah, this is a rep.
What's yours?
This is a naughty little geezer, right?
Okay.
I've been working here for 10 years. Me and Shanna's over here.
He's 22.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll talk this down everybody knows. When he came here, he was low numbers. His body count now, what is it? Tell him.
9. 9.
Yeah.
19 years.
Yeah, more like 9 in a week.
Oh, yeah. Oi.
Yeah, absolute predator.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But welcome. Obviously, how long are you on the island for? How long are you here for? What are you doing?
I have no plans. I'm looking to spend. My schedule is free.
Really?
Whatever feels like the vibe, I'm just here to enjoy myself.
Nice.
I'd love for you to show me around if you guys know very well.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%. I reckon every time you're talking, we're like dancing on the spot right, to no music because it's like this is the vibe. This is the vibe here. Yeah. Shanna's can't stop him. We'll show you around. We've got the club. I run this place. I don't own it, but I run it. All the girls come in. They know me.
What's the name of the club?
Jack the Lad.
The club is called Jack the Lad.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm
it was sold something like a bit more. I don't know. Like when you go to a beefer, it's like cream or esparadis. It's like what is
yeast?
Club yeast.
Yeah. Get in there, mate. Yeasty.
Yeah.
The longer you leave it, the more it grows.
Yeah. The atmosphere is always fucking rising here.
Yeah, exactly. You'll come out with something, I'll tell you. Right. But
It's like named after me, the amount of yeast infections I've given out.
but yeah, I run Yeast, cracking club. And basically, if you're here, we'll show you the ropes. But have you heard he's fucking £10 a litre? Or dirhams, whatever they call it.
Why would the rep just suddenly come out with?
Because he knows. He knows it's £10 a litre.
Yeah, he knows that. But why would you just say that in the middle of like pitching the club?
Yeah.
Why would he come out with that?
I don't know.
It feels like
You've shoehorned that in.
Right.
very much shoehorned.
Sorry, mate. I'll redact that comment. Right. Okay.
I think right. So just on that £10 a litre.
So we're stuck in Malia now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like there will come a point in the story that we have to leave Malia, but stuck is too expensive.
Yeah, I've got a bit
of
exactly.
an idea about the money. So if the economy's crashed, hyperinflation, everything's cheap, and he's got money.
Because of the ringtone.
Yeah, he is cash rich.
Yeah, I'm not made of money.
No,
just
but
have a little ringtone.
Yeah, but you don't need a lot because everything's plummeted in price. So maybe you could. Maybe there's a club for sale.
Right. Okay.
I don't want to lead the story, but
no. But
the economy hasn't crashed. It's just petrol went up, right?
Yeah. And I've got it right.
Hang on, it's Greece. Like things are stable.
This is
there's one airport. There's one airport. We're consistently one airport.
This is obviously your story, right?
No.
But
yeah,
I've got in my head. This guy's going to take you under his wing, right? And at first, he seems like really helpful and all the rest of it. But there's an agenda.
And you conveyed it very well in your portrayal.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah,
I felt it. So I'm very excited. We'll go to Yeast.
Yeah. I think it's first night, maybe.
Okay, but what do you think, George? So
I'm very much on board.
Yeah.
I need a place to stay though.
Yeah, well, basically, stay at my place. I've got a villa, lovely, top floor.
Great. And what do I pay for that?
Free, mate. You seem a nice guy.
You can work.
Just work at the club.
I can work for you
Yeah,
at the club.
yeah. What you like with girls? Are you good?
I would love to meet girls. It's all I want. I want as many as possible. I love them all. All. I just really like girls. I love them. They're very hot. Like I want to fuck them all.
All right.
I love
mate.
girls.
Oh,
I just love them.
Shanners, he reminds me of you. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's jumping.
All right, mate.
I love them.
Calm down.
Yeah.
I love them.
And as you're saying that,
but when I talk to them, I don't know how to talk to them because I love them so much. I just get very nervous.
and as you're saying that, there's like a young family walking past with their children to the beach. You're like, I fucking love girls. I love them. And I'm like, yeah, mate. Yeah. Come back tonight, right? Put your best dress on. I'll introduce you. We've got a phone party. Gonna get well yeasty.
Oh, wow. Foam party.
Yeah, mate.
That is, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I nearly died at a phone party. Have I told you that story?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told you that.
How'd you
didn't I?
die?
Yeah. So
Too much foam?
yeah.
Yeast.
Yeah, too much. Magaluf, when I was 17-year-old, foam party, and it was like, right, me and all lads were there, and it was like, at 12 o'clock, the foam is going to come out of these cannons. So we was like, right, we need to get into the middle of this dance floor.
You have to.
Right underneath the cannons. Obviously, 17-year-old at this point, and we're underneath these cannons. 10, 9, and we're building. 2, 1, 0. Waiting for the foam to come, and it doesn't. There's no foam. And me and our lads are going, fucking, what's going on here? Bear in mind, the dance floor is packed. Where is it? I blinked, and I disappeared. That's how much foam came out. But I don't know if this has ever happened to you. You can't breathe if you're covered in foam. Yeah. But the dance floor were packed, so we're all fucking fighting them for get out of the dance floor, for get out of the club. I'm nearly dying out. I couldn't breathe.
He punched Shanners.
Yeah. Got outside, all lads had split up. We couldn't find each other. I started walking on back to hotel. One of the lads has lost his shoes. I went, what's up, pal?
Yeah.
He went, they've been robbed. He went, I woke up and lads were chucking stones at me. And they robbed me shoes.
That is again.
You should put this story in what happens to Harry.
Yeah.
That happens to Aristotle.
Right.
Yeah, first night.
You get robbed.
Yeah.
Your money goes. Petrol is expensive.
Okay. So
he's stuck in there. I think you're the girl once in the home party. just that's my story.
Oh, I thought it was I wasn't sure it was real or yours.
I just fingered the girl once.
yeah, it sounds very yeasty.
Yeah.
Right. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think it's the night of the party.
Yeah, he's just said he's just been to the phone party.
Okay. So
they go to the phone party and whatever he said, that's what happens at the phone party.
Yeah.
To Harry.
So
Okay.
Harry has just literally been robbed. He's been split up from Shannon and
Yeah.
Jack the lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And-
his shoes taken off him.
Shoes taken off him.
Stoned.
Does he have his mobile phone with him still, or has that been taken as well?
Oh, mobile phones would be valuable then, wouldn't they? People would be like,
It's a 3210 Nokia,
Yeah.
by the way, of course. No, he has his mobile phone.
He has his mobile phone.
he
That's
has
the only
mobile
thing
phone,
he managed
why
to
not?
keep.
Why not?
yeah, he concealed it.
Yeah.
his ass.
But all he can do is text people, and so he tries to find everybody. But of course, his contract
Right.
is going to be expensive. He's going to run up a big bill.
Yeah.
But he has barely enough money, so he texts people. We have to save him. He texts people to find Jack the lads. Where's Jack, guys? What's Jack doing?
I reckon Jack is on a beach, right outside Yeast. Right.
Telling a girl he's ready to commit.
Do you know what? I think it'd be nice? Instead of Jack the lad finding him, maybe a girl comes across and finds him.
Yeah.
Girl comes across, finds him. Oh, obviously he's been robbed. He's a bit battered. He's a bit bruised. Oh, what's happened? Oh, maybe a connection. You know what I mean? But obviously he's not really good at speaking to girls, and maybe this is that sort of first interaction with a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's good.
And she's there because she is also following the sun.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I mean,
And he's woken up by the ringtone.
The son of God.
He's woken up by the ringtone, but it's on her phone.
yeah. He meets a nun.
No, I do like that.
Yeah, she has his ringtone.
Yeah.
He's woken up by the ringtone.
Right, right, here we go. Oh, bet this for a bit of poetry. Right, so he's been robbed. Fucking hell, where's my phone? He hears the ringtone. He goes to it thinking it's his own phone,
Hand on.
and it's the girl's. You know what I mean? He thinks I can't find my phone. I've heard
Yeah.
it. Goes to it. It's on a girl's phone, and he's like, I made that.
Yeah. She's like, wow.
Yeah, maybe that interaction happens.
And she thinks he's crazy for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon. So, right, once again, so Harry Stotle meets, you're going to play the random girl. What's her name?
Well, do you want to guess or do you want me to pick up a name?
We'll find out the name in the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we have
You're Harry Stotle.
yeah.
You're asleep on a beach.
Oh, God. Where's my phone?
Excuse me, that's my, excuse me, that's my phone. There. That's my phone.
Okay, sorry. It was just it has my ringtone. You know, how did you get this ringtone?
I bought it. I bought the ringtone.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Where do you get it? Do you live in England?
I do. Yeah, I live in Manchester. I'm from
Oh my
Manchester.
God! I live in Manchester now also.
Really?
Yeah, I am. You know, I made this ringtone.
No way.
I know
I don't
it's
believe
hard
you.
to believe. I know it's me.
Looking at no one. Absolutely comes back like.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Malia? Are you here for the season? Like,
I just want to fuck women.
wow, you're direct. I like that, man.
You like that?
I like directness. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Normally goes down very badly when I say that.
All right, Harry, mate, how's it going? What's happened to you, Sunshine?
Oh God, maybe there's a bit of awkwardness because maybe he's.
Who's this little salt?
You know who I am.
Yeah. What's your name? Sorry, I'm Harry.
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
beautiful
Maya,
name.
oh, Maya, oh, Maya. Look at you. You're looking gorgeous today, love. Harry, do you know Maya? I
I just met her. Like she's from Manchester, you know, and we just hang out on the beach.
Maybe Maya's actually slept with him 2 days ago, and he doesn't remember.
But well, do you
Well,
bring
you know-
that
you
into
know
the
what I am.
story?
We met 2 days ago.
Yeah, I know you are, Maya. You were at Yeast. Loving it.
Right, I've enough of it. Fuck boys like you. Just leave us alone.
Leave you alone.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're on the beach outside my club, Yeast.
Hey, Jack. Like she's a very nice girl. Don't talk to her like this.
Yeah.
She deserves respect.
All right, Harry. Calm down, Stotle.
Right, well, I've had enough of you, Jack. I've had enough of you. You promised me the world. You promised me you wanted to commit, and then you just left me. So what are you doing later?
I don't do sloppy seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, I've slept with hundreds of men.
Oh, have
so
you?
You will be the sloppy 100th.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's
well,
fine. So 25 down the line.
that really changes things, actually.
What are you doing later? Do you fancy going for a drink together?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I would love that.
Right, well, I'll meet you at the other club, Barley. Eastern Barley.
Can we go somewhere closer? Because petrol is very expensive nowadays.
Yeah, well, where do you want to go?
Let's go to STD.
Okay, SCD. Yeah, I love that place. Yeah.
Yeah?
You can't get rid of it.
Awesome.
So I guess I'll just fuck off then, yeah?
Yeah, I thought you'd fucked off already, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, okay.
There's a
So
plan there. They're going to meet
the
later.
story's developed. He's going to meet, so Harry Stotle's going to meet Maya at STD later on. He thinks he's on to maybe, like, he's going to get laid.
Well, he's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
nervous. He's probably nervous. He's like
Yeah.
meeting this
He's going
girl.
to meet
Yeah.
at SED because he thinks he's on for SEX.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's meeting this girl who's got loads of experience as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just make it clear, she is so confident. It's not like, we're degrading this woman. She said she's bedded hundreds of men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she is like, I'm
very
confident.
open,
Yeah. It's not a case of like, she's not a victim of anything here, right?
No, it's a.
I want to make
I
that.
just like the way that Maya treated my my slight misogyny, you know.
Yeah.
As I said, I don't do sloppy seconds, and she said,
You can
I've
be
slept
my
with
slot.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And then
Yeah,
it's,
she
it's
embraced
very
it.
it's very disarming, actually.
That's what I mean. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't care what your body count is. Why would you care what mine is?
Yeah.
At the moment,
Yeah.
you're a virgin, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's a case of like trying to conceal that, or
Well, maybe he said, I don't do sloppy seconds to try and, like, sort of get across that he's slept with people before.
He just doesn't know how to talk to women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, right. So as it stands, just to recap, we're meeting Maya and Harry later at Club STD.
Yeah.
Okay, so I reckon we
Stud.
do one last yellow one. So whatever that last yellow one is
Middle
in the
pot
pot,
George.
middle pot George. We'll incorporate this, and then we'll try and work towards the end of the story once we've got this one in. I can imagine this sending it wild.
A dog began to follow them.
A dog began to follow them.
Right.
Okay.
that could be an actual dog. That could also
Or
be.
it could be Maya's friend.
Right, okay.
Could be like, or it could be Shanna's. He's a bit of a dog, isn't he?
Right, okay.
I'm just thinking there's options. Or it could just be a local dog on the island.
Or it could be, like, so I was in Bulgaria once, and there was, I referred to somebody as a mule, and this guy went, "You know the mule," and I was like, "Yeah," and it was a drug dealer, a local drug dealer.
Ah,
so
right.
the dog could be a local drug dealer, a local gangster, or something like that. No, just to
It's up to you.
Yeah.
What do you think, George?
Could Jack pick the dog? He's
Yeah.
a dog.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Well, Jack's a bit jealous because it's probably the first time he's been turned down.
maybe STD.
Jack Russell.
Yeah, that's what they call me. I'll live forever.
Chocolate asshole.
Yeah.
And
Got
I'm
a
short.
point. There, Bog.
Yappy.
It's between Jack being the dog and the drug dealer. What do you guys think?
It's your story.
Yeah, no, but
He's tossing it out. He's tossing it out to us.
I like the idea of it being Jack just because he's an established character. And
Yeah.
he's a nefarious character. You know what I mean? And the STD could be a rival club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's going there to...
Well, maybe if we put a bit of like, so with Jack, for example, he's just met Harry. He said, "You can come and work at my club." First sign of a girl that he's met is fuck you off. He's fuck Jack off.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he's,
big time.
he's probably thinking,
Big time.
Yeah.
well, I've just come to help you. No, I'm going to ruin it for you and this girl.
Well, maybe there's history between. Well, there's clearly history.
There's
between
clearly
him and Maya
history.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. So Jack's the dog. He's maybe going to try and sabotage. This is what's happening.
I was your 100 shag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were like you, and that meant something to you, but I thought I meant something to you, but I wasn't. It was just a number, and I've never been as that guy put in that position where I've been seen as transactional.
Yeah, he
Right.
really put him in his place.
How about that? How about he's forever looked at girls in a transactional way, but that's the first time it happened to him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel. He's like,
Yeah.
he's maybe like his pride is coming in.
That's what.
But I think soon enough he'll realize that he's been treating people wrong.
Yeah.
I think we should give him like a story development.
Yeah, and that's maybe a dog's admired for loyalty. Maybe that could be the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe Jack's actually a good guy, and he's like, I don't want him to get hurt like I did.
Right.
I think there needs to be a point. Like there has to be some conflict, right?
Yeah,
The conflict is Jack is a bit of an asshole.
yeah,
Do you want me to give the storyline and we can flesh it out as we go?
Yeah.
This is a storyboard, right?
Yeah.
Jack is an asshole, follows them around, goes to the club, he's trying to like give it all that to Harry. Doesn't realize every Chinese kid knows martial arts.
yeah,
Right.
Harry kicks his ass,
yeah,
and Jack couldn't see it coming because he's bigger. But then Harry teaches him a lesson about humility. Then they all start drinking. And then just when they're about to have sex, the girl throws up on his dick.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Or they couldn't get it hard.
I'll go in Harry.
Well, that's the thing. I was thinking like he was so nervous about having sex.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine the first time you have sex is in a threesome with a very sexually aggressive man and woman.
But
Imagine that first time.
back to the Rush Hour reference earlier on, that felt very much like Rush Hour, because obviously when Jackie Chan meets Chris Tucker's very abrupt at first, isn't he? And like, and then Jackie Chan schools him in martial arts, and then he's like, I want to learn how you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Rush Hour reference, nice, 90s. Okay. What I was going to say is, just on top of that, so you were saying that goes to the club, he gets banged out off Harry Stotle in the club. I was thinking, I'm just thinking, how do we build like a big crescendo at the end? Like, is there like a big event that happens?
I think Maya's actually got to be a bad guy.
Right, so
and,
you
and
think...
Jack's actually trying to help him. Maybe
I think Jack goes there for the wrong reasons, to sabotage the date.
Yeah.
And when he arrives, he's obviously there to go and like fuck Harry's sort of date up. But it actually turns into something a bit more sinister or something unplanned. And Jack is the one who sort of like helps him out. You know what I mean? He goes there to sort of ruin it, but ends up helping him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I like that.
What if it's like you think like it's the STD club STD is a ruse to attract innocent young men who don't know any better?
What? Yeah. What
There we
if?
go.
What if he stops them having sex, obviously to protect him from an STD, and she's also got yeast.
No, but what about this then? What about this, right? So I like that, George. So basically, she's taking him because she knows that he's never been laid, pretty much. So it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've slept with hundreds of people.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I'll do it.
Yeah, meet me at Club STD. She's already slept with Jack, and there was obviously a bit of history there. Goes to Club STD, and what Harry thinks is Jack's trying to sabotage this for him, but in fact, he's actually trying to help him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's hard for him to, because it's like, this is the first time I'm gonna have sex.
Yeah,
Like,
leave me alone,
yeah. Why are you ruining this for me? Why are you doing this?
And what's the danger? What do you think the danger is in the
So
club?
you don't want to have a fight?
It's your story. I think there should be a fight.
Oh yeah, I like the idea of the fight. I was just thinking how we build that tension to get there. You know what I mean? Why is she so keen to bring him to Club STD? What is it that she wants from him?
I think she wants to like bedazzle him with the offer of sex. But when he gets there, they want to run up a big bill on him. and then make him pay at the end,
Yeah.
and potentially,
She's going to pump and dump him.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, we'll bring him back to Club STD, we'll get his phone, and we can rack up...
Give him 15 pints.
Give him 15 pints. Go on.
They're on their way to STD, right?
Yeah.
Big queue outside. Imagine they walk through double doors, and as it opens, it's you just hear Faithless. Dun 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 dun.
Then,
Come on,
and then
Zebra.
he's like, oh, she must be here somewhere.
Yeah. He's like,
And he's like, I recognize the ringtone. It's over there.
That's how loud it is.
And he has a text back as well. I'm over there. He goes, fuck, I knew it. She goes over there. I heard it already.
Yeah. Right. I love the fact
£25 in text already. Yeah.
we're in a super club, right?
It's not a super club, it's STD.
Faithless is booming, and he's gone. I can hear a ringtone.
They were dead loud, though, on the 3210. They were so loud. Yeah.
Yeah, they come with subwoofers.
Subwoofers. They were subwoofers. Right, okay.
So he goes to Maya, hey, Maya, good to see you.
Yeah. And I see you as well.
Yeah, that's what you say, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you impress me.
Oh, no, sorry. So nice to see you as well.
Let's go again. Try harder.
Okay,
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh my God. Maya, it's so good. I've been looking forward to this all evening.
So nice to see you as well. I've been really excited to see you again.
Fantastic. Are you here on your own? Do you have any friends with you?
Well, I was waiting for you.
Oh, you were great. Well, come join us. Well, Jack is here with us. He's joined us the entire time.
Yeah, I followed you like a dog.
Yeah. Shoehorn Harry. That's what it's called. I followed you like a dog.
Like a dog. Well, yeah, I just want to see what the club is like. I've heard it's, a bit tasty.
Can we get some time, just me and you?
Jack, come on, man. Let me get something here. Like I think
It's all right. I'll go over there. There's a couple of girls I know anyway. All right, girl.
You're right. What's your name?
Jack the lad. I run Yeast.
You're on Yeast. I've been there. It's all right.
You just on your holidays? You live here? You look brown?
How many things you want to tell me at once? Yeah, I am tanned. I do live here. I've lived here for 2 years now, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Your little friend who's gone off with that girl, all right? You better watch him, mate. Because I've seen her, that Maya.
Oh, right.
Fuck, yeah. You want to watch out for her, pal.
I know, she's bedded a lot.
Yeah, not just that, mate. You better watch out for your mate because he's going to get absolutely stung. I'm telling you. Right, where's Jason? Jason! See you a bit, mate. Brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so now
I've stood there.
brush your teeth.
Holding 2 drinks just to be like, what the fuck's just happened? Yeah.
That's good. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
And then
I
you look
used
at
all my
me.
best lines.
You look at me, and then we are talking.
Yeah.
So you have a drink?
No, I didn't. I was waiting till you got here. Too.
I think you should start like luring me now.
Yeah, I'd love. Yeah, what do you? I quite like champagne.
You want champagne?
Yeah, well, if it's not too expensive.
Oh, well, I mean, it's cheaper than petrol nowadays.
Yeah.
Just keeps bringing that up.
You're so funny. So much topical jokes. Yeah, I love it.
I'm just this kind of guy.
Harry, let's why don't we go and get the bubbles?
Just
right?
wait. Give us 1 minute, Jack. Will you?
Yeah.
We're just having a nice time here.
I'm saying we'll go and get the bubbles. I'll help you to the bar.
No, I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
there.
let's go to the bar.
Yeah, fuck off, Jack.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
We'd like the one on the top shelf, please. Yeah, top shelf, please.
Yeah, top shelf.
Yeah, is that?
One champagne, please. Whatever you want. We'll say the name.
What's the next time?
Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon. What in Malia?
Yeah.
Fuck me, STD is doing well.
Yeah. Like 2 of them. Two.
Should we start
One
with
each.
One each.
And you know, I always get a bit, crazy after having a few drinks.
Sorry, I was about to say maybe say, I've got us a private room as well. Like I've booked us a place. You know, like that's a clue.
I've got a place back there. And
Do you want to get? You know what? I'm not really a champagne guy. How about I get you champagne and I get on the pints?
Yeah. Whatever works for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a room back there, so it gives us a bit of privacy.
Yeah.
And I get a bit crazy when I'm drunk.
Harry, quick word, mate. Once you got that round in, just quick word if you don't mind.
Right, you come into the room with us. Are you coming to the room?
Harry, Jack, I need
Yeah.
That's a blooper.
Yeah, he's nervous to say his own name.
Jack, I need some. Like, come on, man. I think I'm in. I think I'm getting in.
Yeah, but mate, I'm telling you, right? I've just spoken to
Fuck off, Jack. You're already rooting for me at the beach. I remember that. You tried to fuck me up when we were on the beach. I'm not a pushover, just because I'm Chinese.
Right.
Okay?
Listen,
Like,
right?
I know what you're thinking, but I'm better than that, okay?
She's a Venus flytrap, right? I was her one.
I will fucking chain you.
Yeah.
I think it's got to get to the point where it's like, right,
Yeah.
All right, do it.
yeah, fuck
All
you.
I'm saying is, you have been warned, right? You have been warned.
Okay.
And then just slowly walking backwards into the crowd.
Right, and
See you
then
later, Jack.
I like the idea of like
Yeah.
the way to champagne in one hand on like a tray,
Yeah.
15 pints on the other.
Yeah.
I'm not getting 15. I'm getting like a couple now.
Couple
and then
now,
I'm just going
right.
to keep
Yeah.
on going.
Nice.
Keep on going. So they're in the room.
Okay.
I think they've got to be like kissing, haven't they? It's getting,
She's all over him.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she's like, oh,
Oh my God, I've never done this before, you know. This is very exciting for me.
Oh, well, I sex with hundreds of
I
men.
know, but like, thank you so much. Like, I just love the way you feel on me, you know. It
Yeah.
was like some more champagne.
Yeah, I'd love to have champagne. Yeah.
Yeah, have some
I just,
champagne. Your lips taste so good with the champagne.
Yeah.
Do you like mine with
I'll say
with
no.
Carlsberg exports?
Gotta feel my pilsner.
God, your lips are so bubbly from that beer.
This is I don't know how to talk to women, but you make me feel so comfortable, you know.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have known. Yeah.
It's,
Do you want to get us another bottle then? Another bottle?
yeah, one more bottle. 3 more pints, please. God, I'm like 5 pints in by now.
Obviously, we've got a connection, and I was thinking about buying. I think about buying this place.
Are you?
Yeah, I need a little bit of extra money, I'm not asking you, but I just let you know that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Just stop talking for a second. Give me another kiss.
Yeah, yeah.
I just can I?
Obviously, me and you clearly
God.
great partnership, aren't we? So,
mm.
and I'm not asking you to
Yeah.
buy this for me, but I just,
It sounds so good in the headphones. Like I'm hearing you crystal clear, even like the, oh yeah.
yeah. and I'm not asking
Yeah,
you
because she's talking to me, and I'm like whispering. I'm like just feeling her all over, like kissing.
Yeah.
And she's like
Yeah.
talking about the money. I'm like, yeah. And then like, but all I'm thinking is my dick is rock hard right now.
Yeah.
My little Chinese Slovakian dick.
Yeah.
And you don't know which one it is I'm packing down there. It could be either.
Yeah, you think I'll push over? 'Cause I'm Chinese. Said no, whatever.
Okay.
You got missed. I just wanted to say, but then
I cook like I'm from Beijing, but I fuck from Bratislava.
Yeah. I got that Eastern
Anyway,
European
so tell me,
energy.
I can't wait because you'll
So
be
tell me.
passionate but accurate.
Right, and just,
So you,
I was just about to say,
oh my God, I'm so.
So I think you're outside.
I need 1 second. Oh God, I need a toilet. Wait here, Maya.
I'll
Please
be
don't
here.
go. One more bottle of champagne for the lady. I'll see you in a bit. I'm just in the toilet.
Yeah. You're on like 14 pints now. You should be.
Yeah, I'm just so drunk, but I'm.
Right.
I think her boyfriend comes and I'm like, have you got him to sign it yet?
right,
You
okay.
maybe like, do you know, like, because you've got to have a.
Maybe the boyfriend Shanna's.
All right, that's a
Yeah.
nice little twist.
Maybe
Yeah.
Shanna's is there and you hear him talking to Maya. I think you've got to save the day.
And their agenda is Maya wants to own STD and Shanna's wants to own Yeast.
Yeah.
And then they want to have the two clubs and be like the kingpins of Malia.
Yeah.
Right.
And
But-
what's the last line again?
well, this is what George has been building towards. It's the 15 pints.
Wasn't the answer.
Was not the answer. But I think the thing is, just to sort of make it that touch realistic, how would they get the club through? How would they achieve what they want through?
Because it's for sale.
He's
and
signing a check, essentially.
Right, so they're getting him to sign a check,
a check
sign
to
an
them.
amount of money. Go on, have you got an idea?
No, I just think he's got the money they need, whatever that sum of money
They
is.
think.
Yeah, he's just he's got
Because of the ringtone. They
Yeah.
think because of the ringtone, right?
Yeah.
I think you're talking to your Willie.
Yeah, you're having a conversation with it.
You're being like, imagine you're about to put a player playing their debut match, right? And you're the manager, and you got your hand.
I know. I've been there.
Yeah, you got the hand on the lower back
I've played
as you're whispering into the ear, just looking at the pitch, being
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I
"Sweet."
don't know. I haven't played the Premier League, but I remember coming up in the lower divisions.
Right? And what were you saying to yourself? Just like,
All right, okay, this is. All right, don't fuck this up. We're good to go. Fuck, I'm so drunk. But you can do this. Come on, Harry. Ni hao. You can do this. Okay, you're good. You're good to go. Just go out. Play it cool.
does he get that aroused that he ejaculates in the bathroom?
Should I have a tactical one?
I just quite like the idea of he's that aroused that he's gone off to the bathroom to get him prepare himself.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
He's undone his.
I miss getting aroused in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's just talking to himself and he's actually made himself climax. and then has gone back outside, and £15 wasn't the answer. Like,
Oh, right. Here we go. So that was the agenda from. But we've saw. I reckon with the story, you've been buying the drinks, haven't you, at the moment? Bottles of champagne. What about if it was the other way around? And she's gone, I'll get the drinks. I'm here a lot. I'll have a champagne. What do you want? A pint? Oh, and another pint. And you've bought him 15 pints thinking that's going to get him to sign.
Yes.
But what has actually happened is it's actually made him go to the toilet, obviously ruin his chances of having sex with her.
Yeah.
And the 15 pints was not the answer. And
For
you
Maya.
were for Maya.
Yeah.
And that's how we... So then that happens.
Plot
Twist. You come in the toilets then. You've seen him go in. And then it's like that one last little sort of conversation.
you've spanked your pants, mate.
I imagine this bathroom is also full of other people.
Yeah.
How about come to the toilet? Just you don't say that. Just tell me, hey, there's a big thing.
Hey,
Like,
what, so
tell me
your
what you've
knob's
heard.
massive?
Tell me what you heard, and I'll tell you.
Tell you what I heard.
Yeah, like you heard, like they want to have a like. Come to warn me. You don't know about this.
Harry, mate. Right, I know I've only met you literally like 48 hours ago, right? But that girl out there, Maya, that sauce.
She's been buying me drinks all night. You know, I think she really likes me.
But for the reason she wants to get hold of this club, right? She's trying to get hold of money. I've overheard my mate. Well, I thought he was my mate, Shanna's, and
Jack, I have bigger problems. Have bigger problems right now.
You haven't got a bigger problem, mate. I'm looking at it, right? You've got a very average sized problem, I would say. You should be happy with that problem you've got.
Why are you surprised, Harry?
You've said you got a problem. What's your fucking problem?
I've come in my pants.
You've come in your pants.
I come in my pants. I don't know what to do.
Hell, mate.
Because I think Maya really wants to fuck me. I think now I've ruined my chances.
Well, you fucked yourself there, haven't you?
She does want to fuck you. Fuck you over.
Yeah, but you've had an absolute nice. You're all over.
I'm way too drunk. I'm way too excited. I sparked my pants. What if you think someone cool? All this whole holiday, it's me trying to find a girl, and now like I found a girl and I fucked it again. What if like the whole gap year goes like this? I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. Is this me forever now? Just coming in my pants in men's toilets. Like this is not what I want to do with my life.
I've told you, come to Yeast and I will take you under my wing. But you got to wash that off, otherwise you're going to crisp up. All right.
Wait, it's Maya. It's Maya. Sorry, it's Maya. When are you coming back? I just bought you more drinks. Like she really likes me. What I'm going to do? I'm like really panicking. I really like her.
I've got an idea, right? I reckon we go out the back entrance. Right, we go to Yeast. We have a couple of shots. Introduce you to a couple of girls. You reload.
What about Maya? I think she really likes me.
Oh, fuck her, mate. She's nuts. I told you. She wants the club. You don't want to go back in there.
I can't keep drinking, mate. I'm like 15 pints in. I'm just fucked.
What if there's a plan now and you're like, I've got a plan?
Maya and Maya like starts kicking off at me.
Yeah.
Like her boyfriend comes over, starts causing heat, you know, starts bringing like fucking situations, and then
that's the person you fight.
I'm shit faced, and then I just do a couple of karate kicks.
Yeah.
Kick their asses, and I go, fuck off, Maya, and you and your pints.
Yeah.
I've come. I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah, and then because your pants are still at your ankles, you shuffle out the venue.
I like that. That is such a good.
I thought I was going to get him with all these drinks.
Fuck off,
And then I thought I was going to get him 15 with all these drinks. And then her boyfriend says, well, you know, sometimes 15 pints is not the answer.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
George,
love that.
absolutely brilliant. That was so funny.
Thank you. Because originally my plan was to get together very drunk and then realize you can't consent and then go, fuck it.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
okay.
but you know what? I think that's worked much better.
Yeah, it was like that little twist at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maya buying the drinks, I think.
He was like a Kevin and Perry character, but I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah,
How did you find it, George?
Yeah, it was fun. It was very stressful at one point, trying to find a way out of it. But I think you guys are good at working it out and throwing those. Like you need three of you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It works.
I don't think this is the best story you've had.
Your story was perfect for. We've never had anything like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it can go in any direction. But when you first picked it up saying a side hustle, I didn't anticipate that we'd be in a club 14
Malia.
pints in, covered in cum.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just don't. But
You just don't know where it's going to go. That's funny, yeah.
I think as well, that's probably the most act outs that we've done, I think. We did about 5 or 6 act outs in that.
long scenes in that.
Yeah.
I would have really gone a lot longer with making out with you. I don't know why. I think you bring this out of me.
I know, yeah. I just really mixed feelings. I was like, I'm just enjoying this.
Every time I see you, I feel it inside me, you know.
But can you
I just
imagine?
want to fill your ass with cum.
But can you imagine that? Like, obviously, because we're doing the live shows in Edinburgh, like having these act outs in front of an audience and how funny that would be to play with. Like, it'd be so good.
For sure.
Last thing, George, before we sort of wrap this up, is we do like we imagine that we're pitching this movie. So me, Ben, and Harry will be like the execs, the investors.
Right.
American
I'm doing
executives.
Elevator pitch.
Yeah.
So you're
Right.
going to pitch the movie we've just sort of come up with together to us, and we're going to see whether or not we'll invest in it.
AllMadeUp Studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top floor in a skyscraper in Manhattan.
So this is a coming of age / travel movie about a young a biracial kid
yeah, well,
got
it.
who's trying to make his way in the world, and he travels and he almost falls victim to a criminal ring. But ultimately, when he's trying to find love, what he discovers is friendship. Is the thing that gets him out of trouble.
I love that.
Okay. And what Greek island are we working this story from, huh?
The one that has the airport.
That is the renowned airport of Greece,
so
huh?
funny. That was
And do they use liters in Greece? Liters or
or miles.
They use drachmas. They use drachmas.
is that not liters? No.
No,
That's-
drachmas. I thought that guy likes blood.
I thought it was kilometers.
It's it takes place in the 90s.
Right.
Like, just in the peak of like good music, pre-internet. Things are very still innocent, but there's a change in the
Britpop.
kind of pre-2000 Britpop, indie rock, and house music.
I remember the 90s. We weren't born then, but I remember the 90s.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone remembers the 90s.
Yeah, big year.
I like that a lot. And can we introduce some sort of ringtone element into this film? We're big on ringtones.
Yeah, I think this is has great potential for merch because people can just download the ringtone very easily. It's a silly little ringtone, but I think we're now going through the 90s are retro again, the Ren. So people might just buy it for ironic value even, and it can be very big on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's great. Could you give us a rendition of the ringtone? What does it sound like?
Pum, 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 pum.
Oh my
Well, I
God.
guess it would be nice.
But my
It's not George Michael.
That's very good.
Oh my God.
Very good.
Yeah, and
We
well,
greenlight it, mate.
yeah, that's green lit. Yeah,
Green lit?
you've got it.
We
budget
just
is small. It's like $2-3 million budget, but I think there's potential for a huge upside. It could be like the new In-Betweeners.
We just need the ringtone to be so loud that you can hear it through a nightclub.
yeah.
Is that okay?
They're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we've smashed it. I think
was-
we've smashed it as an episode.
Yeah,
though.
that was very funny.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed watching this, good.
Yeah. You showed because that was hilarious.
And if spread the word.
Buenos
if you listen-
dias, Buenos Aires.
Yes. Yeah. You're saying that to a Scouser, I think. Which is great.
Just to him.
But thank you very much for watching. We do appreciate it. And spread the word as ever. George, you're at the Fringe this year. People can find you. You've got a show.
Yeah, I'm doing a show this year. It's called Greek in the Sheets, and it's about my fear of death, and also Freak in the Sheets. It's about sex also. So I have a girlfriend, and it's about falling in love, and then also I'm very afraid of death, and when you die, they cover you with the sheets. I did it in Australia. It's sold out. I'm very excited. It has a great ending, and I'm doing that, and then also I'm going on tour at the back end of the year, so you can find me at online at Greek Comedian, one word.
Yeah.
You give me a follow there and track me down. But it's easier than George Akaropoulos because I mean this stupid cunt can spell it.
But thank you very much for doing it, mate. I appreciate you coming on.
No worries. Thank you.
We will be back next week, but this has been All Made Up with George Zakaropoulos.
Who's still all made up.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Very good.
Enjoy.
It's all